Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to This Week in Gaming, where we discuss the latest gaming news. I hope you've all had a great week, and let me know what you guys are currently playing. I'd like to hear what's going on with you guys. For those that are playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the Tyranitar and Salamance raid is currently available for a limited amount of time. These 4 and 5 star raids are currently available until Sunday, 3:59 p.m. Pacific time, or if you're in Australia, I believe this is Australian Eastern Daylight Time, would be 9:59 a.m. on Monday. Well, these are not legendary 7-star raids like a Charizard raid. These are still limited time. They provide limited amount of loot. I don't believe you can get a Salamance and Tyranitar raids currently, so might as well jump on it while we got the ability to. And they will provide a 4 or 5 perfect IV, respective to the level that you do. So 4 will give 4 perfect IVs, 5 will give you 5 perfect IVs. So you might as well grind it out, get competitive teams, or even set yourself up for possibly future raids coming in the future. Tyranitar is the exclusive to Scarlet, and the Salamance is exclusive to Violet. It's a good time to link up with your friends and get each other's exclusive raids. You can join each other's raids. If I've got Violet and my mate's got Scarlet, jump over to their queue and join up with them. Do the raid and you can catch that, and then you don't have to trade it across. You guys both get the loot. You both get Salamance or Tyranitar respectively. And you both get to play together. If you guys don't have anyone to play with, there is always the checkboard things. I can't think what they're called. The notice board that has available raids at the moment that people are posting, so always check that and see if we can do. And don't forget that next weekend there will be the 7-star Charizard raid for the second time. We don't know when this will be happening again, so might as well jump onto it. Prepare your teams up, because you will need a level 100 Pokemon at least. I know a lot of people are using a Zoom rule, so get on that while you still got a week to go. Might as well make the most of it for now. Season 1 of Dragonflight releases on reset day, so I believe that is Tuesday night for Australia, Tuesday morning, I guess, for US, I think Wednesday morning for the UK, for EU, and then I'm not sure about the rest of them. But that will, with the reset, will come raids, Mythic Plus, and PvP seasons. And this will be the beginning of endgame for Dragonflight, so we really got to see how this game flows. It's only came out the last 2 weeks, I believe. Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks. And yeah, so Mythic Plus is being done a little bit differently this expansion. Each season is bringing dungeons from the previous expansions along with the new ones. Not all the new ones are in it, and not all the old ones are in it, if that makes sense. So for this season, it'll be the Ruby Life pools from Dragonflight, the Algathar Academy from Dragonflight, the Azure Vault from Dragonflight, the Knockhood Offensive from Dragonflight, and then we got the Halls of Valor from Legion, the Court of Stars from Legion, Shadow Moon Burial Grounds from Warlords of Draenor, and Temple of the Jade Serpent. Temple of Jade Serpent, I think Shadow Moon Burial Grounds, maybe not that one. Both, I don't believe, had Mythic Plus in them before, so it'll be interesting to see how they flow with the new affixes and all that's going to be in it. But also, not only is Mythic Plus coming through, but the 8 boss raid, Vault of the Incarnates, will also release with normal and heroic difficulty. And then next reset will release the mythic difficulty. And that'll begin what is the race to world first, as always does. Where the top guilds from around the world compete to see who can complete the raid the fastest. I believe that Echo currently holds the title for the fastest raid. I can't remember if that is the case, but I will link down below a couple of streams that I do know of that will be broadcasting. Echo's one of them. I believe it's Complexity Limit is what they're called, and Method are the 3 that I know of. There usually are some other streams. Just go check out Twitch one reset day. They'll be everywhere. Everyone loves to stream their progress. It's all good fun to listen in, find out all the cool information that's going on, and yeah, enjoy the race. I hope you guys all enjoy that one. Destiny 2 Season of Seraph released on the 6th of December and brought with it the usual battle pass, new exotic quest, and new weapons. A new dungeon, Spire of the Watcher, has also been released as of the 9th. The previous raid, Deepstone Crypt, now has crafted weapons in them, so it's worth rerunning those. I believe you need to pick up 5 and then you'll be able to craft those weapons to reuse later. PvP has also had a major revamp. There is now a proper competitive rank style ranging from Copper to Ascendant, so Copper being the lowest, Ascendant being the highest. I believe this is still being tested and being worked on. From what I was reading, there is currently no big prizes for being Ascendant, but obviously that may change in the future. Not sure what they're currently doing with that in the grand scheme of things, but could be worth giving it a shot and trying it all out. The Gaming Awards were recently held on the 8th of December. The following big winners, the Game of the Year, Elden Ring, with I believe a close second was God of War. I know that was a pretty big battle. The Indie Game of the Year, Stray. I personally didn't play it, but my wife did, and I believe she loved it. She grinded that out the first time we got the PlayStation 5. Loved that game. Content Creator of the Year, Ludwig. Strongly deserved, I reckon. I've watched a lot of his videos and do enjoy his content. And then Best Adaptation. I believe this is only for TV shows and movies, and Arcane League of Legends brought that home. Very strongly believe that was possibly the best ever gaming to TV adaptation ever. Like when we look at some of the bad ones that we've had recently, but in saying that, we also had Blade Runners. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but the Cyberpunk one. Sorry, I can't remember that. I'll probably put it up here. But yeah, no, that was also really good from what I've heard. Personally, haven't watched it, but everyone that I know has watched it, and they all said it was amazing. The best esports game of the year was Valorant, which I'm kind of surprised about. Kind of expected it to be, I don't know, League of Legends, because that's usually what kind of picks it up. They're the leading ones. Dota 2 is always big up there. CSGO's kind of disappeared off the face of the earth, and I think that's because of Valorant. But no, they've picked up the award for that, and here comes League of Legends with the best esports event. That was the 2022 League of Legends World Championship, and rightly deserved. I did watch a significant amount of that, even though I live in Australia and it's in the US, and I still have to work whenever I wasn't working. And after work, I'd watch the replays. I remember was it Sunday morning watching the grand final. For me, it was Sunday morning watching that, and it was a spectacular event. I really enjoyed it. Hades, the roguelike video game developed by Supergiant Games, has also had a sequel announced at the Game Awards. Not much of it is currently known. We're expecting to hear more in the early 2023. But we do know that it's been in development since early 2021, and there is a possibility of it being out in 2023, but we don't really know. It may be the end of 2023. It may be into 2024, because we do have to remember they are an indie company. Well, they did made a fair bit of money off Hades, considering of how big of a game it became. I don't know if they are that far in development that it'll be out by end of 2023. But fingers crossed, because that was a very, very fun game. Diablo 4 finally has a release date. Diablo 4 is being released on the 6th of June 2023, and pre-ordering is now available to be purchased. The standard edition is a $109.95 in Australia. Digital Deluxe is $139.95, and Ultimate is $154.95. Those are all in Australian dollars, so I will link below the page to see the comparison between the three editions, but also how much they cost. Personally, I won't be pre-ordering as of yet. I do need to see what we will get from this game, because after Diablo Immortals, I've lost a lot of faith in this game. I do absolutely love Diablo 3. It was one of my favorite games. I got some pretty interesting stories I can tell another time about. But with the classes, Diablo will bring back its Barbarian, its Sorcerer class, but also its Necromancer class from the Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, I believe was the expansion called. So they'll be all coming back, but also there'll be two new classes, the Druid and the Rogue. So we'll have to see how those play. I do believe there is content out there currently from some people that did get to play the game early, as well as some gameplay trailers for each class. So I'll also link below the Diablo 4 website, and you guys can check that out. Everything that I've referenced in here, I will have links to articles that I've read and other things like that. And with that, it does wrap up our gaming news for the week. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm sure there was more news, and if there is any more news you guys do want me to cover, please do let me know, and I'll make my best efforts to try and cover that in either the next video or in another video. I'm always open to community suggestions. I'd love to hear what you guys' thoughts are on any of the discussions or anything else involved in gaming news for the recent times, and I'd like to see you guys next time. If you guys did enjoy, please do hit the subscribe button, and I'd like to see you again. Peace.